Happy Softball Sunday, everybody. I hope you're ready. I'm ready. I got my Tigers wristband, my Tigers socks, and today we're doing some Elvis. Can't Help Falling in Love, or Chafill for short. But before we get going, I hope you won't mind me taking just a moment to thank from the bottom of my heart with the utmost sincerity BJ Veeningen and Tamari for signing up as a Patreon supporter of the Cause Club. You two, thank you. And if you would like to find out what's going on there, the link, of course, will be in the description. We're going to be doing some plucking for this song, so I think now would be an opportune time to discuss a rule which I call the rule. The rule helps you determine how many strings to strum for a given chord, and it also tells you which string the bass note is on. For instance, the rule states that if you're playing an E chord of any kind, E major, E minor, E7 sharp 9, Obelia, and Margaret, your bass note is on the E string. E chord, E string. So if you're strumming, you would strum all 6 strings. Or if you're aiming to pluck the bass note first, you would pluck the E string. If you're playing an A chord of any kind, A major, A minor, etc., your bass note is on the A string and you would strum just 5 strings. E chord, E string, A chord, A string. If it's a D chord of any kind, you guessed it, your bass note is the open D string, and you would strum just 4 strings. If it's any other kind of chord, a C, a G, a little F, your bass note is the thickest string with a finger on it. So for instance, for F, you would just strum 4, or if you're aiming to pluck the bass note first, you would pluck the D string. C, being not E, A, or D, would be the A string. You've got a ring finger on the A string, 3rd fret there. And for G, it would be, for instance, the E string. There it is. The rule. Obviously, Pearl Jam covers this song, but we're going to do it in Elvis's key today. Put your capo on the 2nd fret so we can avoid the bar chords, and let's employ this plucking pattern, if you want, now that you know how to find the bass notes. For the C chord, we're going to start with the bass note, the A string, and we're going to pluck down towards the floor 3 strings. And then we're going to go all the way to the baby E string and pluck up 3 strings for a total of 6 plucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is going to be our pattern for the whole entire song, starting with the bass note, down 3, and then starting at the baby E string, up 3. Then G, bass note's the E string, and then 2 C's. If you want to make the last 3 notes of that 2nd C for a nice little walk up, you can. That'd be E3, open A, and A2. So, I'm going to do that. Verse. I'm not going to hold your hand anymore, 007. You now know the plucking pattern and how to find the bass notes. C, E minor, A minor. 2 of them. But the bass does do a walk down via the G note, so you could make that 2nd A minor an A minor 7 with a G in the bass, which sounds complicated, but all you do is take your ring finger and put it on the E string 3rd fret instead for a G note. G is the note that makes A minor 7 A minor 7, so one might call this an A minor super 7, given it has 2 Gs, but that's not a musical term, so don't say that to anyone and tell them that I told you. Anyways, C, E minor, A minor, A minor super 7 with a G in the bass, followed by F, C, G, 2 of them, then F, G, A minor, F, C, G, and 2 C's, just like the intro. So on. I'm going to strum for the Like a River Flows part. You continue plucking if you like. E minor. I guess that's like a hybrid. Strum, bass, and then up from the top. Followed by B7, my favorite open chord, oh boy. Middle finger on A2, pointer finger on D1, ring finger on G2, it's like a D7 there on the wrong strings, followed by pinky finger on baby E2. Wonderful. Okay, E minor, B7, second time, third time, followed by E minor, A or A7, I like A7, then D minor, the chord everyone always forgets, E1, B3, G2, and then G or G7, I prefer G7, E1, A2, E3, and then you're walk back up if you like. Okay, E minor, B7, surely to the sea. One more time. E minor, A or A7, D minor, G or G7. I forget, right? And so on. And that's it for Can't Help Falling in Love. Fun times. Happy Softball Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye. But wait, let's play What's Different. It's time for this week's Evolution Bell comment. The Evolution Bell, the bell that fights back. And today's comment comes from Justin, who says, "Bruh, I can't find a single good guitar teacher on YouTube." Justin, I hate to tell you this, but I think it's time to start coming to terms with the fact that it's probably you. Goodbye, everybody.